We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At their own 13-yard line.
Way to make the play.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens at 9-6 now. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
First down, here's Mitchell. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Here's Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Mitchell. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Right back to Mitchell here. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal, Jackson. Touchdown! A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The drive starts with a run from Achane. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Running left, Achane. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On first down, back to H.M. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, a run by H.M. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. Well, they've got a new set of downs here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9.
A give left side. Here's H.M. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
No need to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once more with Mitchell.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it,
and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Third down and 1.
Throwing is Jackson.
This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Complete to number 18. First and goal, Miami.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the foot down the numbers. There he goes. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we it started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Achane. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is taken at the 15. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw is Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 30 yards. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will finally be escorted out of 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Boy, 192 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Points on the board.
This offense so far on third down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Mitchell is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Make them think about returning the football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying the right side with Mitchell. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. It's going from bad to worse. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. It has to drive a coach crazy.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a cut.
There he goes left side. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Another run with Mitchell. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A give here to Mitchell. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Jackson's going to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Ravens add 6 to their lead.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to...
Okay, they went for the fake, going for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now Jackson on second down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 37 yards. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.